The board that came carrying.
Oh, there's the ceremonial switch.
He's
actually been able to radio control this. Like your phone? Don is so good.
Are you serious? Okay.
But thank you. I feel good now.
Where is that? It was built.
Well, it's a real switch. It's not connected to anything.
Should be, he was to be, but he said he might not because he was.
And let's get Don in front. I saw it.
Mr. Powell.
Yes, sir.
Step this way.
Step forward, tight. Welcome and good afternoon. For many of you, this may be your first time getting to meet our collaborator on this amazing project. And how wonderful is it really to just see the sun shining on these panels? It's it's such joy to me to know that we are helping take care of some of the healing of our planet by not contributing to things being dug up and pollution being spewed into the air. And it's a wonderful thing, and it's wonderful for our kids to be able to see that we as a community made this commitment to live in this way, to get ourselves off of the energy grid in this way. For many of you, it's the first time you're meeting our partner in this collaboration, Mr. Don Powell. We are so grateful to you for all the hard work you and your people did in affording us this opportunity. That's a mutual benefit. That's a benefit to you all and a benefit to us. And we are truly very grateful for that. There's so much more I know that Greg can say. He's been essentially one of several project managers, and so I'm going to allow Greg to say a few words.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for showing out, and thank you for a great sun. This is a really unique event in the history of our church. I want to tell you that. It's just like, does my heart good to see we're going to do something that is going to go on and on and on for us as to be a super benefit. What are the reasons to even do it? Why would we do solar? Well, solar is cost effective. It gives you a great return on investment. It's clean. It produces no harmful emissions. It is also silent. It preserves resources. It comes from the sun, is practically inexhaustible, and is available to anyone, anywhere. It's sustainable. By using it, we are good stewards of our natural assets, preserving them for the next generation. It releases us from the need for power utilities. As more folks get solar power, utilities, regionally, community, and political influence is reduced, thus restoring a basic democracy to a natural resource. Solar power's energy is more efficient. Electric from utilities are subject to transmission line losses and power outages. Boy, do we know that. That's been out so many times I couldn't tell you. But for our congregation, the most important reason to create this solar power system was that we wanted to act in a way we felt we should act in a community by utilizing our ability in any way to act responsibly, and by example identifying we care about the environment. Our solar system is tied to the principle that we care about the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part.
Yes.
Amen.
Right, brother.
In all discussions to go forward, and our devotion to complete the process has been our guiding vision to become a solar community because we care for the interdependent web. In thanking the many hands of complicated and many-faceted power projects, we should recall that first the Board of Trustees had vision, had said, yes, this is a risky project, this is something to do. There were things to go back and forth on to figure out. The Board of Trustees said, yes, go forward, make a task force. That our minister phases and all parts of the process as it went on was a guidance to everyone who had a thought, who had an opinion, which there were many, and said, let's figure out how we can do this and still be religiously together to do it. Our minister did that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And Lee Phillips, come here, Lee. Lee, who created, revised, recalculated, and did all the engineering for this project.
You did a lot.
Unbelievable amount of engineering, and drove some of the people in his office nuts. We know that. But
He wouldn't do that.
Ken Arnold.
Ken, where's Ken? He's here.
He's back here.
Yes.
Ken, come on up.
Come on up here.
Come on up.
Go forward.
Ken lent his,
Being too
Standing in the
Ken
background,
lent
Ken.
his considerable knowledge about not just this place, of which he spent 40 or 50 years at, and not just his enormous knowledge about landscaping and landscape architecture and trees and so forth. Not just those two things, but Ken did the work, and Ken is a wonderful backhoe operator. All of these things Ken lent to this project, and he gave us a healthy amount of criticism along the way, which we needed. We needed, didn't we? Bill Skinner, I don't know if Bill has made it today. He was running a marathon and told me that he may not make it, but Bill Skinner did a wonderful job of making sure that we had the right legal things, contract things, but even beyond that, Bill had the long-term vision. What would it be if it was 5 years, 10 years? How would you look if Bill had the long-term plan idea in his head for us and kept us to that? Bill Skinner.
Hey, Bill.
Gail is not here, but Gail was always good-natured and dedicated to her plan and participant in all stages. The Green Team, Kay Smith and Carol Soboleski, and members of the Green Team, please just raise your hand. The Green Team was our cheerleader. They said, this is just not good, it's why aren't we doing it? And they were great. They were great. And Don Powell. Now, Don had many varied efforts for our solar project. His initial discussion was in 4 different buildings. He did PowerPoints, so you could see he could do PowerPoints anywhere. It was great. His proposal for our roof-mounted, we were going to do an all roof-mounted project, was his first one, and that just wasn't working. It didn't happen. It wasn't the right size. His analysis of his solar canopy project we were going to put up here, it would have been a maintenance nightmare. We finally got to that conclusion, but it took a long time, and Don helped us see that. His patience in going through 3 additional perspective variations of projects and analyzing and deliver them. If patience was a virtue, Don, believe me, has it. He talked to us, he talked to many people, and gave us a good insight for doing these things. His final tweaking of the plan, well, we basically abandoned all solar panels, where I'm pointing over there around the circle, at the last moment, and said, well, we're not going to do that. Don figured a way to get almost 100% of our original plan, even though we took out a portion of that, because Don really used his head. I can't go on to all of that enough, but I will say that the other portion of what happened that Don did is he was our contractor. And as our contractor, basically went through a seamless process, and in that seamless process, he kind of made the adage of what a good contractor is. It's like when you put an old shoe on, and you feel so good and comfortable you forget it was there. That's how good this contractor was, as well as being our designer. Our president,
as a token of our esteem towards you, we've decided to give you this certificate, sort of memorializing, the great effort that you've done for us. Our green team here created what was called our Green Life Award last year, and we wish to give you that today. In a small part, let me read what it says here. This project is for our facility. It will serve as an example and inspiration to ourselves and to our neighbors for years to come. This is due in no small part to the talent and energy of Don Powell and Powell Energy and Solar LLC. Don displayed enormous flexibility and patience in working with UUCCH through a myriad of design options to achieve the project's goals with minimum impact on the natural surroundings that we so treasure. Of particular note is the fact that Don was able to reconfigure the design to preserve the beloved weeping cherry tree that graces our front lawn. We will remember Don's hard work each time we admire this gorgeous tree in this springtime. Don, thank you for the bottle. Thank you.
Go ahead, sorry. It's been a real pleasure doing this job. It's been a pleasure working with Greg and with Lee, with Ken. It's just been a joy to do this. I'm really happy to be able to bring this to you. As has been mentioned here, this is a great benefit to everybody concerned. It's a great benefit to the earth. It's a great benefit to all of you. And I'm just deeply appreciative we had the opportunity to do this. Thank you.
An important part of our team, I'm not sure, did we mention Ken Slight? No.
You just started.
I was getting to that.
Ken, you have more?
I have more.
Please, carry on.
Greg.
Nobody gets off easy around here with Greg around.
Greg, I want to make dinner.
Well, actually,
Let me offer a quick word. You know, the financial aspects of this were so important, and Ken looked at numbers. He's one of our financial gurus in our community. Looked at them, redid them, analyzed all the possible angles. So it was partly also because of folks like Ken who could really look at things and say, you know what? Not only does this bring our values alive, not only is this the right thing to do, but it makes a heck of a lot of sense. And he's one of the individuals who helped us with that, so we owe him a great Thank you. With no further ado, I'm gonna offer a prayer of blessing as we move forward in this amazing project, this endeavor of ours. I'd like to ask for a kid volunteer. Can I have a kid volunteer? Your hand was up first. Join me. And can you remind me of your name? Of course, Jacob. So Jacob is going to actually flip our switch. You see our switch there? You're going to flip our switch and turn it on. Come stand with me right here. And I'll tell you when. I'll tell you when to flip the switch on. And if we all could, I'm going to invite us to find a place of centering, a place of stillness in our hearts for a moment of brief prayer. Spirit of love, Spirit of life, dear God, great mystery, we are so full of joy in our hearts as we officially launch this project of ours that brings us closer in harmony with the world around us, with nature, that brings alive our Unitarian Universalist commitment to care for the environment and our relationship to the environment. We're mindful of how we embark on this as adults, committed to these values, and we are even more so grounded in how that part of our doing this is for the next generation, for our kids. We offer our blessings and prayers of hope and possibility that this may be a bountiful, beneficial, successful endeavor for many, many years to come. For all involved, for Powell Energy, for our church, for the environment, and we offer our deep gratitude for the chance to do this. With that, I invite Jacob to turn the switch on. Go in peace. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
enjoy our solar. Tell people about solar.
Thank you.